can't afford a lawyer. And I'm black and I'm African. These legal documents are fucking meaningless to me. But I know that I can cover myself. So we're gonna have to repeat that. Ganu, say your name and say you consent to being recorded. Jada, say your name, say you consent to be recorded. Tyree, say your name and say you consent to be recorded. When we get the last one, she says she's coming late. Can you please, Tyree, remember that she has to say her full name and consent to being recorded. And so I've covered myself legally. Okay? Because any of you bitches try to come after my pennies, and pennies is what I have. Okay? I'll pull this shit out for the judge. You know, that's all I got. This is all I got. Okay. Ganu, you're first.
Hi, I'm Ganu. I consent to having myself recorded for this purpose.
Thank you. Jada.
My name is Jada, and I consent to being recorded.
Tyree.
My name is Tyree, and I consent to being recorded.
Do you all consent to be on YouTube and Patreon?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Remember, Tyree, you're the Secretary General of the United Nations. When the other person comes in, you are to remind me, just stop us all and ask her the very same questions that I just asked, okay? Because I will be in my metaphysical thingy and I will forget. And then I'll have to send his dumb stupid paperwork. Okay. Alrighty. So, guys, we are doing... I'm going to let Tyree say it because this is her train because I am going to be one of the readers. So Tyree, go ahead, mommy.
So today we are reading Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Diddy. Do either one of you have any like pre-made questions that you have that you want to ask? Because what I was thinking of like splitting it up in sections. Like questions for Jay-Z, questions for Beyonce, and questions for Diddy, but not so many, so Isabel doesn't have to expend all her energy, you know?
No, everybody is reading. You're looking at Ganu. Ganu is an expert. And when I was going through my downfalls in life, there he was. I was calling him every morning and he was having, because, metaphysical energy calms me down. So Ganu has got the most amazing ancestors and I love them to death, and we are always they look at us as softies and I'm like, I'm a predator. I am a predator. Okay. But Ganu's ancestors do not think the Bantu are predators. See, we're going to get them one day. Okay, and this is Jada. Jada is an amazing tarot card reader. Okay, so I got two giants. Jada constantly reads me and she gets it right. And she's the sweetest creature on earth. And I've watched her grow up. She was a virgin when she came to me. Now she lost her virginity. That's how she was. She was young and sweet and cute. And I've had the pleasure of watching her grow to be young and sweet and beautiful. And Tyree, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tyree. And Tyree, I don't know, I just love her energy. I don't know.
Yeah, y'all, I don't got no gifts yet.
She does.
I do.
She just hasn't, she's afraid to walk into it, but that's okay. That's okay.
I'll get there, y'all.
Grandma is waiting. Grandma is waiting. But she has got this beautiful, sparkly energy, metaphysical energy. And there is no one better to guide us into. Tyree reminds me of the ping girls. I call them pingers. You know, the ones who say, you're not supposed to be here.
Oh,
with the fairies.
With the wind. Is that wine? Are you drinking wine? I
Yes, you can drink. You can
Where the
drink.
wine go?
Yeah.
Where
So
the wine
it's
go?
like I don't drink anymore, but you can drink. So it's like Tyrese, yeah, go ahead. Tyrese energy is so that to me. It's so that it's the ping. Do you know what I'm saying? It is that you're not supposed to be here. It's the I don't know. I cannot give you a proper name because once I think I can't give the pingers a proper name because their job description is so huge. And I've been studying some of these pingers in real life. And I've actually realized that what they do in the spiritual as souls is what they do on the ground.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like Tyree says she's a waitress. And I said to myself when she said that, I said, I bet she shows people to their seats. I bet she shows people to their seats. And
Y'all
she
kind
says,
of
sit here. Am I wrong?
I do that.
Thank you. See? Sit
I
here. It's like you have the energy of the pingers. And when you said that, I said, oh, that goes, yeah, she shows people to their seats. Pingers are those who control us, quite physically control us, quietly, sweetly, and Tyree has that energy. I don't know if she is, but she has that energy for me. Yes.
I'm
And
not,
yeah, there you go. You're
but I know
not?
what I am.
Yes. You do?
I
Tell
am.
us.
I'm a siren.
That makes sense too.
I'm a siren.
That
I got a
makes
reading
sense.
done by her. She told me I'm a siren.
That makes sense too. That makes sense as well. Yeah, siren is a bit stronger than pingers. But the pingers are a bit weaker than the sirens.
Do you know what the sirens do? All right, off topic, y'all. Let's start this reading.
They fuck people over.
Oh, I don't do that. I do not.
They fuck people over, but they mesmerize people. They control people using the human being's baser instincts. Your baser instincts. So when you learn how to control people using their baser instincts, then you become a true siren because then they will do what they thought they wouldn't do, but they would do it for you. I don't know if I'm making sense, but it's a whole other video. Today we're doing Beyonce. Okay, so go ahead, mommy. So, okay, I would really like it, Miss Tyree, because you're in control of the situation, which is what sirens like to do. I would really like it if Ganu and Jada could go first on any questions, then I can go after the two.
Who wants to go first? Rock, paper, scissors.
Well,
I'll go first.
All right.
Okay. Today, I'm looking very pretty.
You are.
I don't know why. I feel like I want to do a reading on myself because I don't know why I'm looking so pretty, but it is what it is. It's very rare. It's very rare, Jade. I don't
no, you're always beautiful.
You would say that. Okay. Righty. Okay. So the topic, mommy.
So the topic today is we're reading Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Diddy because Diddy is about to go to jail because why is he about to go to jail?
He's a drug dealer.
He's a drug dealer. He's a sex trafficker.
Yes.
And we are trying to find Beyonce and Jay-Z's involvement and connection to what is going on. Let's go. Ganu, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let me just add.
Sorry.
Because I've been reading them all day. The Nazi-like energy, that's on Beyonce, that's on Diddy, that's on Jay-Z. I followed it today. It was very exciting. It led me to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now it's leading me to Maria Shriver. I mean, you will watch all this either on Patreon or one of the channel, one of the readings I'm donating readings. So one of the readings I'm donating, or on this YouTube channel. Yes, I'm donating readings to some people, I might come your way. So anyway,
Please.
yeah. So so anyway, there was this strong Nazi energy. Nazi is in world. What's the we doing over here? Nazi is in World War II. And this Nazi energy has been all over Diddy. And I felt that Nazi energy on the future president of the United States, who will be coming up to campaigning and shitting about 8 years. And then I felt it on Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I decided that, Schwarzenegger, something about Schwarzenegger, something about Arnold, so I read Arnold, and then I followed the energy, and it's definitely on Diddy for me. For me, okay, I don't know about you others. It's definitely on Diddy, it's definitely on Jay, and it's definitely on Beyonce. For me,
My
okay.
first question would be
Yeah.
is how much money is tied into from Jay-Z, Diddy, and Beyonce into this?
Okay, that's the first question you wanna read. Okay, go ahead, Ganu. You got your question. But Miss Tyree over there, her whole thing is to come up with the questions. No, she's not just supposed to look beautiful. She's supposed to come up with.
I'm writing them down.
How much money is tied to Jay-Z? I was hearing 50 or 500 million.
What was the question again?
How much
How
money
much money
tied
is tied?
Yeah, how much money is what tied where?
from Jay-Z and Beyonce to Diddy?
From
Oh,
Jay-Z and Beyonce to Diddy.
Mhm.
So
I
it's
read
50
on that.
million.
I saw that it was actually, yeah, yeah, I don't know. Forget that shit. Keep going.
so
Because I didn't actually understand Jada Smith, but it is true. It's from Jay-Z and Beyonce to Diddy. It's true. That's what I saw. It was from them two to Diddy. Yeah, that's what I saw. So there you go.
It was more like an investment. The money was an investment.
Are you
Then
reading
it,
your cards, or you're discussing out loud using your channeling?
I'm channeling.
Go ahead. Say it, Jada. You're dying.
Was this the investment that Beyonce said to you that it has gone bad, like bad investments, bad decisions, things? I feel a very regretful energy towards like a disgusting, like, oh my God, I can't believe I got my hands dirty with this man coming from Beyonce.
Well, she's
Very
broke.
much, yes, very
I would,
much.
I would think so. I would think she'd
I'm
be disgusted at this point.
It's very much so. Bad for business is what I'm hearing, but it was more of Jay-Z. It was almost like as if Beyonce does have some control, but Jay-Z's like the head honcho, right? He's the man of the house. So if he says something, of course Beyonce is going to follow. She was like, well, it's really not really my decision. It was more unless him, she's just trying to negate her role into this. She's trying to, you know what I'm saying, minimalize her, but I'm gonna let you go.
Does Jay-Z come off like a king of cups to you? Because what I'm getting
Yeah.
is he had a young advisor, Page of Wands. I'm sorry, I can't read, who spoke to him that this was going to be a great breakthrough, but the money fell through. It was like a bad transaction, a bad wire, and there was already tension between Diddy and Jay-Z. It's like they're rival drug lords more than anything else. Because this is the Five of Wands talking about conflict. This is a rivalry behind the scenes. It's like what they want. Okay, Gogo always says the music industry is usually a trafficking of drugs, of money, money laundering, money washing, money cleaning in the background. What I think is Jay-Z and Diddy are the two men at the top. They've knocked out everybody else. They've knocked out I'll Be Sure, Suge Knight, all those people. And Jay-Z and Diddy are the two at the top. And Diddy fucked me over. That's what I heard.
Can you ask how?
I'm sorry?
Can you ask them how? Like, how did Diddy fuck Jay-Z over?
How did Diddy fuck Jay-Z over? How did Diddy fuck Jay-Z over? How did Diddy fuck Jay-Z?
And I'm just sitting here looking pretty. I'm just like my grandmas today. My grandmas used to think they were the most beautiful women in the world. I'm just okay. What I did see was that they belong to the same boss. And I just read that this morning. I saw that both Diddy and Jay-Z, they belong to the same boss. Okay. Can I go? This is what we saw. We saw that Diddy and Jay-Z, they had this client. It was more like we saw Jay-Z had this client for his drugs and stuff. A Jewish guy. The Jewish guy was in his 30s and he was a snorter. It was always snorting, and Diddy and Jay was always going to, providing him, he was his provider, his supplier. And then he would sit him down and he would say to him, dude, you can make so much money, the Jewish guy, you can make so much money, you can do this, you can do that. And he restructured Jay's business. You know what I mean? As he was talking and as he was snorting cocaine, he restructured Jay's business. And then Jay became pretty powerful, pretty powerful in the drug and whatever industry. And then he was approached, right, by the same people who approached Diddy. Diddy learned the drug trade and the girls and everything on his mother's lap and his father's lap, right? And he just became over ambitious. But then both men were approached by this Hitler-like guy. That's how I got to the Nazi. I could actually see the swastika. I don't know how it's pronounced. I mean, who gives a fuck? I could actually see the swastika, right? And he approached them both and he gave them both a deal they could not refuse. Then he said, because I want you to make a certain amount of money and to get a certain amount of da-da-da, right? I'm going to make you both billionaires on paper, not in reality. So they were given deals that partnership that you cannot refuse because they knocked up against even more powerful, people in the trade. And so both of them fell under the swastika guy. At first, I thought the swastika guy was Arnold. Maybe I have the hots for Arnold Schwarzenegger. I thought it was him because I'd come across it before around, but then it turns out, no, this swastika guy is a whole other guy. And Diddy is going to prison because the swastika guy is allowing it to happen. At first, Diddy was under his protection, but as time goes on, he will stop protecting Diddy. And then I saw that it's only a matter of time before Jay is also in trouble because the feds are chipping away at swastika guy. And these two black males are just collateral damage. But what excited me even more was Epstein. Okay. Along comes Epstein and his death and his Judaism and his Jewishness, right? So it's like the swastika guy, they are anti-Jews and they still want to kill them. They still want to finish them off. But the Jews are busy providing the CIA and the feds with a lot of money and a lot of this. So because they know the swastika guys still exist, right? So they had to kill Epstein. They had to kill Epstein because he was very clever. He was very clever. He was very clever at what he did, and the swastikas were not making enough progress, so he had to go. So it's the same thing, however, that the feds are using. The way they got Epstein over sex charges and things like that is the same thing that the feds are using against Diddy. You know, like borrowing a book. That's what we saw. Like we saw that this was bigger than those two guys, and those two guys are just pawns. I'm done.
I asked the question when you were speaking about, because I felt as if somebody is hiding behind Arnold, and I got that it is a white male within their 50s, brown hair, blue eyes.
The blue eyes. The blue eyes.
The blue
The blue
eyes.
eyes. Yes.
And
I saw the blue eyes.
They're hiding. They are secretive. It's almost something metaphysical about this. I can't get their name, but I can see them. They are hiding.
I saw that they do spiritual stuff.
I was just about to ask that.
Yes, I saw that. Because I threw the shells and one big shell just held up. They harness what they are doing on the ground with rituals. They do spiritual stuff. I saw that.
Is it the same religion as Hillary Clinton?
Well, I'm about to read Hillary too because of the blue eyes. I'm about to read her too because they all have blue eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Same bloodline.
Same
bloodline, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they all have blue eyes. That's why I got so excited about your description. They all have blue eyes. It's crazy.
Yes.
That is crazy.
And I also heard before this video, before this reading, that us doing videos like this and us doing psychic things is reaching out. That's how the feds were able to pick up on who was going to be president and everything else, because they've been watching not only you, but they've been watching other people. And
of course they have.
been
I've been nobody. Don't watch me.
Oh, yeah. And so that's how they were able to, and I'm pretty sure they're going to see this video and they're going to do more because I feel the hunger to stop this president from coming.
Yes, but they're going to fail.
They're going to fail, but they're going to be looking really hard.
Yeah.
Well, what was it? Was it Celtic cross? Is that the religion you were talking about? The one with the Irish,
Druids.
Who, me?
Yes.
Druids.
It was the one with the blue symbol. I forgot the shape of it though. But she did it a long time. It was a Hillary Clinton reading.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering because, you know, the person is white, Hillary's white. So I was like, well,
yeah,
maybe
I'm about to go there because she has blue eyes. Hillary and her husband turned up. That guy, he wears contacts. Bill.
Mm.
Because, I mean, if his eyes are not blue, he wears contacts. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what the freaking color eyes he has, but he has blue eyes. It's like that damn ass organization. Everybody has blue eyes.
There's a ritual that's done. It's like a demon that's put, but it's more than a demon though. It's like a demon that's put in them. Is it wrapped around their spine, or it's something that is making them have that? Like it's like from the spine to the head.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, the Nazi energy, who is it residing in again?
We saw it in Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's standing over Diddy. It's standing over Beyonce. It's standing over Jay. You know, that was the only unifying thing for my ancestors and I. You know, it's what
Is it doing something to them metaphysically, like Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Diddy?
It's just saying this belongs to me. Like Beyonce's life and her energies and who she is belongs to them, and Diddy belongs to them. And it's I saw it hanging over a United Nations building. Hopefully I'll be dead. Okay, the flag. It has changed. The swastika is no longer black, it's blue. And you know how they have those red lines at the back? If you know the swastika, that's, it's supposed to be black, red, and white, right? But it will change, and it has changed to blue. And I guess it's representing the blue eyes, and you can only be human if you have blue eyes or some fuckery like that. And it's now just has a pure white background. And the swastika was like, check out the swastika, guys, so that you know what I'm talking about. The swastika was just like hanging.
I feel like this is also, I'm so sorry, I'm going into a rabbit hole, but I asked the question if this demon was tied to Hitler, like the actual Hitler.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
And yes, I did see that. It is a.
This is an extension. Sorry.
Hitler's a
Go ahead.
Jew. Hitler's a Jew.
Jew.
In
Is
this
it
Queen of
though?
Cups.
Yeah, his mother was a Jew.
Yeah, but Hitler is Austrian. He is Austrian like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And this is the organization that started Nazism. We are standing over the organization that started Nazism, okay, before World War II, before Hitler even came into being and they took him. The way they placed Hitler as president of Germany is exactly what they are going to do with the White House.
Go ahead, Jada.
So, because it's killing me. I got a lot that's downloaded. Remember earlier when I said age white male 50. So earlier I also heard the age 15, but that didn't sound right to me. I kept hearing 15. And what came out is that I don't know this is to be true, but I believe that Jewish males have a rite of passage at 15. I believe that this ritual is done at that rite of passage. I also believe that looking at the Queen of Cups, it is a contraption that is used. Water,
No,
a
it's
lot
going
of
to happen
water.
in 15 years.
There is some
Say that
passage.
again, Ganu.
It's going to happen in 15 years.
Well, I
This is a
did see
ritual.
the new Hitler starting in politics, and I have named him. I believe it's Joseph Baena, and I did see
That's
him go
his
into
half
politics after like 8 years from now. So 15 years would make sense. I still stand on that. But if it's not Baena, it's somebody else's child. Because today, when we did readings on it, we saw that they were more than, it wasn't just him. You know what I mean? They've got more than one candidate.
Pause. We have a new person in, guys. Hello.
Hello.
Ayana. Is she here? Hello.
She's getting ready. Yeah, she's getting ready to come.
She's getting ready. Okay. Well, we'll usher her in when she gets here. When she gets here.
Yeah.
This is harvesting on a national scale.
Harvesting. That's crazy.
This is 300 years in the making.
Oh, wait. Hold on, Ganu. Hey, Ayana, are you here?
Yes, can y'all hear me now? Yeah.
Hey, can you come on camera real fast?
Yeah. Hold on, I look a mess up, y'all. Hey. Hey, y'all.
Okay, Tyree is us. Go ahead, Tyree. Do your thing.
So we just need to your consent that you're okay with being recorded on you and posted on YouTube and Patreon. Are you okay with being posted on YouTube and Patreon?
I'm okay.
All right, girl. Welcome.
Thank you.
Answering questions, asking questions. The topic right now is the Nazism, the energy that's around Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Diddy. So do you have any questions about it?
No, I'll just finish my homework. I was just hopping on. I was trying to catch up with wherever y'all at. So I don't have any questions at the moment right now.
We just kind of started, girl. So just
I just started. Oh, good. I thought I was a whole hour late. Okay.
Yeah. So I have a question to Ganu, Jada, or Miss Isabel. Will the U.S. become like Germany under the Nazi energy?
Yes, ma'am. That's what
Girl,
we saw.
what? I'm sorry.
I said no, it will be worse.
I heard a no.
It's gonna be, you had no. Go ahead, Miss Jada. Go ahead, Miss Jada. Why no?
I heard a no, but I want to clarify this no. So I'm going to
Clarify it. Please do so. I say yes, but differently. This is what we saw. We saw that these guys are not going to be firing bullets and killing people like they did before. They said so. When I interviewed the energy, it said it's not going to fire bullets. It's not going to start a war because they've learned that that's some stupidity. These people are from Argentina. I don't know if all the Nazis ran to Argentina or something like that, but it's definitely an energy that's coming out of Argentina in South America, and now it is in California. But they are like from, anyway, the point is they're not going to fire bullets. They're not going to do that. It's about economic control and power of the White House, right? So they're going to get economic control and power of the White House. Their vision was ridiculous, but it was very interesting, and I won't go into it. Will their vision come out exactly the way they wanted to? That's a no. Okay, but their vision is about Black people, that's us over here, and white Americans, because they call white Americans mongrels. We are going to be the servant class. And then the blue eyes, the Swedes, the Norwegians, the Danish, and the Germans, the blue eyes will be the upper class. And in between the upper class and the class, there's no longer a middle class. There's just like executives, like people, you know. So basically, they want us to die out so that the people they think are human will carry on. The blue eyes, they'll carry on with life, but we will fucking die out in our poverty and our grief. That is their vision. But is it going to happen? It's a no. But will they be able to put a president in the White House? Yes. Not only the White House, they're going to do it in Austria, Germany, Sweden, Norway, and one other European country I've forgotten, and who gives a fuck.
Yes. So Everything she just said is correct because I got the Seven of Wands reverse and some other card. I got the Lovers, and I heard that they're going to love us into submission pretty much. They're
Yeah.
going to act um like they care, like they gave a fuck, and then they really just don't give a fuck. And that's pretty much, excuse my language.
So I asked the question. I said, why did you choose the Hispanics to be the ones at the executive level? And this
They will
is
fight for them.
yeah, this is what the energy said. They are easy to control, easy to manipulate. Black people will fight. The mongrels will fight. So we have to create a bridge between you people and ourselves.
What should us as Black people do?
Girl, you know I'm about our survival.
Right. So like, what should we do? Because no.
Well, I haven't got to that yet, so that's a great question. You guys, go ahead. We got 3 readers here, even Ayana. Ayana, give it your best shot, sister girl. What are we going to do as Black people?
Control our temper.
That's going to be very difficult.
Right.
I see like lots of rioting.
I saw though. Only to get our we have
Wait, Ayana, say that again.
not to become doc like as far as controlling your temperature. You have to get our emotions out of it and get oh man, I'm nervous, y'all. I'm not ready.
It's all right.
Okay, we'll start with Ganu and Miss Tyree.
We'll go around, girl.
Yeah, Miss Tyree will organize it. Chill.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Ganu, you go first.
So when I was asking, and the first thing that I saw was Black people rioting. It's gonna be like it will become a war zone. This will be a war. And what I was seeing while you guys were talking was they're gonna target human rights to break everybody down. Because I was getting so many water cards, like my whole deck was blue. So they're gonna target human rights, health equity. They might even target birthing, like how women give birth in this process. So I see a lot of Black people actually rioting, but it's very disjointed. It's not as if we're doing it as a community. It's almost like we're doing it instinctually per our nature. We're going to be looking at it as if and it's mostly going to be led by Black women, but it's going to be very instinctual rioting. It's like we're not going to know what's going on as Black people, but deep down inside, on a spiritual level, we know something is fucked up. And it might get violence, and that's what's going to awaken everybody else, in a sense. Because I was asking about what are the Asians going to do, and it's like, we're just going to be like right over here.
We thought that they were going to be exterminated.
Yes. Yes, they're attacking
the Asians. We saw that they were going to be exterminated.
Yes.
But then as much as we Black people are going to be rioting, right now we are building their empire for them because Diddy, Jay, R. Kelly, all working for them. And now they are being taken out and being imprisoned. And I bet you there are lots of other Black males and females whom we don't know by name who are also now being imprisoned and taken down by this organization. You know what I'm saying? Because I did ask the energy, one of the readings I'm gonna do is what are the changes that these Nazis have already created? And one of the things I'm gonna urge Americans to understand is that we're not talking about your rabbit hole racist. We're not talking about, the slave masters who used to eat us for real. They used to eat us for food. We're not talking about them. these Nazis look at them as filth as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
They're
When
literally gonna reintroduce segregation. They're gonna
they
segregate.
are, yes, these and ban interracial relationships and interracial marriages. These guys are what we saw. These guys are using Black people because Black people are making the money on the streets and putting it into their organization, right? And then at the end of the day, they'll put us all out to pasture. But the way they did the Jews, and they still are gonna want to finish the job on the Jews, is what they are envisioning they will do to Asians because they've got no use for them. Okay, Jada.
I kept hearing every time that you and Gnu spoke was the great undoing. And the first card that came out was the Eight of Swords reversed, the great undoing. The second card is I believe this is the Five of Pentacles reversed, the Tower reversed, and then the Ace of Pentacles. The question that I asked was, will the writing be effective? I also heard that not without a cost. I believe that a lot of more lives will be taken than it'll be worth. So not without a cost. Like we're going to have to give up a great deal to even be comfortable. I believe that all the civil rights rules and regulations are going to be undone. I feel like a lot of you thought that Roe versus Wade was the first thing. It's more than that. It's bigger than that. It's like they want so much more to be taken down to the point where you can't, excuse my language, shit without them telling you can.
Too much.
That's what they want to do, but they're not going to get all the way there.
Question. Isn't segregation going to be, isn't it good for us? Like, wouldn't it be good for us?
Ayana, is the segregation good for us?
I think so.
Tell us your psychic experience over there, my sister.
I think so. I think hey, segregation could just depend on ourselves. Yeah. So.
Ayana.
Yes.
Sorry. Can you say that one more time? Just come closer to the speaker.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I said I think so because we was thriving before in the past when we was segregated. I think it's gonna force us to rely on ourselves, which we need to do. So I think it will be helpful.
Okay. Jada.
They're going to change one thing though. They separate us. They're also separating. There's a new race. Not new. It's been here for a while. They call them like the mulattoes, the mixed girls, the mixed boys and girls, the mixed children. They're going to finally separate those and put those with the whites. And it's going to cause uproar because a lot of...
Read that again. We saw that they were going to annihilate them.
The mulattoes?
Yes, we saw that they were going to separate the mulattoes and the biracials, but they are going to exterminate them.
Yeah, they are. That's what I'm getting. I'm hearing that pretty much. And that's going to cause an uproar, well, even with the separation, because a lot of Blacks and even my generation has these children that are light-skinned. You know, we are
Yeah.
You said your generation?
Well, I'm 24.
Yes.
You know, so we're out here doing
I asked the energy why it would do that to mixed race people, and it said the only reason we want to keep white people is for their organs. And also to increase their numbers with time. Oh, yeah. And also to increase their numbers with time. Right?
Bless you.
Thank you. So they'll be taking the blue-eyed, blonde-haired, and putting, you've been promoted. Congratulations, or whatever. But Black people were being kept to work. But then they said there will be a discrepancy with biracials because they are a mix of impurities. And they might be white passing. And we're not going to allow any white passing business.
They're changing the work hours. They oh my God. The work rules. They're gonna change that companies. It's gonna seem illegal. It's like we're working more than 8 hours a day. Like they're gonna change that. They're gonna change that.
They're
But
gonna change a lot, and they've already started.
So we're
I'm
gonna be
gonna do a
slaves
video.
again.
Huh?
We're gonna be
Well,
slaves again?
see, that's what they want. What? Okay, understand here that we are getting their manifesto,
Okay.
right? Like them motherfuckers have a very strong manifesto, but it doesn't mean that they are going to get everything they want.
Oh.
But that is what they say. They're keeping Black people for their brawn and maybe for food,
Oh my gosh. Y'all
for
be trying
dead
to eat us.
people, because they,
See,
you know what I'm saying? So just because they are believing that it'll fully happen, it's not going to fully turn out the way they think. Are they gonna put a Nazi like president in the White House? Yes. Why is Diddy being arrested? Because the FBI and the other side are trying to stop the rise of the Nazi in the United States of America. So basically the arrest of Diddy is actually good for us all, but his arrest is not going to change the trajectory of what's going to happen.
Gnu, can you tell me if Beyonce is gonna go down with Jay-Z?
no. Is Beyonce gonna go down with Jay-Z? It's a lot of maybes, but it's a no, because they're going to try to implicate her, but she's gonna be like, I'm always on tour. I'm always busy. I'm never there to really observe what my husband does, which she is. Because the first card I got was the Hanged Man right side up, which is kind of like a maybe. So for her, it's a 50-50, but it's a no. She's too busy. And when they finally do pull her in, they're going to be like, this bitch doesn't know anything. She's too dumb. Hopefully, they don't find Jay Z's mistress because she will know everything.
I saw her dead and him too.
Who?
I told you, I
I'm
told
loud. I'm
you,
sorry, y'all. I'm
Tyree.
so loud.
I told you that I was reading Jay-Z and he
Oh
came out
yeah.
as
Oh yeah.
dead. And his mistress and their 3 children also came out as dead, as if they died in a car accident. But we don't predict death. Okay. We don't, but it's looked like, they died together, or maybe they got their brains shot out. But yeah, he did come into my plate as a dead man.
Yeah. Because it's not gonna affect, like, it might affect Beyonce's overall popularity, but the thing is it's gonna have, there's gonna be evidence of everything she's been doing, because this bitch is working like crazy. I think someone in her camp told her, work, 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 distract, 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 and it's
He's
going to
broke.
benefit her. Yes, she's broke as hell. But this is like this is gonna benefit her in the sense that she's never there to see what the hell Jay-Z is doing. He does what he does. He does more of what he does actually around his other family.
So
Like literally.
his other wife knows what he does too.
She is more likely to know than Beyonce.
She does. I'm so sorry. That's what we don't predict death. So Jada and Ayana, maybe you can look into it more. I don't know.
I'm not predicting death. I'm just saying Beyonce will not go to jail. Because she,
Yeah, we don't
like
see her
literally.
going. Her only loss is money.
Yep.
Will she make her money back? Is the question. Or will she be forever
We
poor?
say yes. No.
Not as
She's
much.
gonna do it.
Okay.
Not as much.
I heard her say, because I was asking the question if she liked the sales
Bye,
of her
Jada.
album. Hey.
Bye, y'all. She left us.
Oh.
She's got homework. Okay.
I heard that she doesn't really like the sales of her album, but she said the album was healing for her, very much so. My favorite song of hers would be that 16 Carriages, and she meant that literally. Like,
I
I've been
can't listen
carried.
to her album. All I can hear is I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm brokety broke, broke, broke. No, seriously.
No, I heard that too.
Seriously.
Gnu or Jada? What's the third act? Do y'all know? I want to know so bad.
The third act is actually in her initial mind. The third act was Act 2, the one she did with the you won't break my soul. Then Act 1 was the Cowboys, and the one that we're gonna get is Act 3. Which one will be Act 3? That will be Act 3 for us, but was actually her Act 1. So she's literally doing everything in reverse
I heard
regarding
it's
her
gonna be
music.
a rock album.
What will it be?
What's
It's just
also
gonna sound the same for me. Whatever she does, it's gonna be I'm broke. I'm brokety broke. Do you know? At first, I thought I was listening to Tina Turner because Tina Turner had that same energy of being
It's
broke.
gonna be something she's never done because I got the tower. Something that it'll actually help her rebuild a lot. She hasn't thought about it yet. Because like
It's
half of the
funk.
time she thinks about Jay-Z.
Is it
Like
funk?
literally every other
Yeah.
thought of hers is Jay-Z.
No,
It's
I
kind of
mean
irritating.
funk. That's
What's
move.
the
That's
genre? What's the
the
genre?
genre. Is it funk? I don't know. Funk just came into my mind.
Yeah,
Funk
like
was
punk
in
rock.
our times when we were little girls, but I guess you can modernize it. You know, we used to
Yeah.
watch our elders dancing to funk in their bell bottoms and shit.
Yes.
I
her
swear,
partner?
I just heard modern funk.
Oh wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
try to look it. I just heard it. Try to
What
because when you
about
were describing,
what about the visuals? Are we ever gonna get visuals?
Good question.
When you get the visuals, it'll be like 3-ish years from now. That is when shit will happen to Jay-Z.
I just got a straight up yes. If the visuals being the videos,
Yeah.
yeah, she's waiting to make enough money. If
Oh.
the songs don't make enough money, she won't make the videos.
She is in her creative flow and juices. I can tell you that much. She wants something new, something fresh. Of course, we all do.
Is it funk?
I didn't ask that question. Gnu, did you?
Yes.
I heard earlier that she was going to partner with Bruno Mars, I believe too.
Do you do funk?
She partners with everybody. She doesn't do her own work anymore. She doesn't do her own music anymore. She just lies that she did, but she doesn't do it anymore.
Bruno is broke too.
Yeah, you're right. It's funk.
Everybody broke.
I'm
Lord.
telling you, it's
Yeah,
she's
but the
gonna
visuals are gonna take a long time.
yes, because she doesn't have the money. You know, Bay does the most expensive visuals ever. She doesn't have the money for her creativity to really come out. She's broke, you people, but
She better
they
go to
will.
Jay-Z.
I get it, yes. I'm telling you, it's funk. I just, you know, funk.
Yeah, funk like
Funk,
don't
yeah, funk, yes. Funk is the bell bottoms just after disco. You
Yeah.
know, funk is the
Oh, because I
era
kept
just
hearing
after
punk rock.
disco when they were still wearing
Like
Cool
Earth,
the
Wind and
Gang.
Fire. Earth, Wind and
Cool
Fire.
and the Gang. And yeah, I don't know about Earth, Wind and Fire, but I definitely know Cool and the Gang because My older brothers were crazy in Africa about Kool and the Gang. They were getting their perms like Kool and the Gang, and they were walking about with the albums of Kool and the Gang. Yeah, that's the
He
era.
said, she said, Frankie Beverly was the first taste that you guys got, but it's going to be more. She wants more because Frankie Beverly did funk as well.
See, I don't know
Um,
that. I don't really know Kool and the Gang.
well, he was a part of Maze, I think. Was he a
I
part of
was a
Maze?
little
Was that the
African girl.
robot? Were you doing the robot?
No, not robot.
Oh.
Girl, please. I was a little African girl in Africa, walking the dusty roads of Africa and watching the teenage boys getting perms, taking the album cover to the hairdresser and saying, this.
She wants it to be similar to a cookout, like outdoors music, old school, what you play at a cookout type of thing, like line dancing, fun, family good time. That's what I'm hearing as well.
Okay, we got like
she not
15 minutes, then I gotta go. I
All
gotta
right.
go. Yeah.
Back to the topic. So Diddy is going down. We all know this, right?
Pretty much. It will be a
Jay-Z's going
while
down.
though. It's gonna take time. Not like right now. The difference in time between that dude was hiding in Bali. What's his name? Russell.
Russell, yeah.
The difference in time between that dude who was riding in Bali and Diddy going down, that's about the difference in time between Diddy and
Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 to 10 years.
I don't know when did that dude run away?
I don't even remember. It's been
As soon
so
as
long.
girl said he was a rapist.
Yeah, they are all rapists. When did he run away, Russell Simmons? When did he finally make his exit to Bali? I don't know.
I don't know either. So when Jay-Z goes down, is it going to be for his involvement in sex trafficking, or is it going to be
filming? Can you come back?
Or is it going to be for the involvement of the Nazi situation? What happened? Is she still here? Oh.
Yeah, I wanted my son to cross.
I just Googled it. 5 years. It's 5 years from now. Yeah, because Russell was 5 years ago.
We're going to forget, you guys. It's almost like we are not seeing it because we are forgetting. We are forgetting that first there was R. Kelly, then there was Russell, then there were others that we don't know about. Now it's Diddy. We're going to forget. And this group of very patient people, the FBI and the CIA, I see the FBI shields everywhere. They have to be very, very positive about what they are doing. All these guys are collateral damage. They're trying to get to the blue eyes. And it's I don't see them succeeding. Not before you have your Nazi, you Americans, because I'm Canadian. Not before you guys have your Nazi-like president.
Izzy, I don't know if you heard this as well earlier or, anytime at all, but I feel like wherever they think Diddy is, he's not there. I feel like even though his plane is grounded, he left. Like he's not there.
I saw that the FBI is trying to get him to snitch. I did a reading of him this morning, and I saw that the FBI is trying to get him to snitch, but he can't snitch because he doesn't know anything. So I don't know where he is, but he can't snitch. He doesn't. That's one of the readings I did. Like, what is he doing? What is he up to? Right. But I felt like they had let him go, but they are still surrounding him. It's almost like you may go, but he is not going anywhere.
He's been advised not to.
Yeah, whatever it is. But they say because they frozen his assets. That's what I kind of saw. And they say to him, if you tell us about blue eyes, see, they should just come to us because if you tell us about blue eyes, we'll unfreeze, your shit. But then he really doesn't have what they want. They think he does. He's playing that game, they play that stupid ass game. He doesn't have it.
Is Jay-Z bothered at all? Like, what does he feel about the
I think
situation?
he ran away.
Nervous. He scared out of his mind.
Yes, I think
Panicking.
Jay-Z ran away. I think
He went to his mistress, per usual.
that's what I got, that he ran away.
You can't run.
With
You
his
can't
mistress.
hide.
It's so sad.
Huh?
I feel so bad for poor Beyonce. She's over here, literally. Beyonce's over here stressed out about how to make money, and her husband is literally running away with his mistress.
She's screaming, my
Yeah.
kids. She's
Well,
been screaming my
I
kids
gotta
since we
say, when
started.
I saw in the reading that I was doing of them, when I saw his child remains in my plate with his mistress and their 3 kids, I said, Beyonce, aren't you glad now? At least you and your 3 babies are alive and kicking and laughing.
Is Beyonce poor like us, or is she poor like rich? Poor rich.
She's rich
No,
people poor.
she's rich poor.
Ah,
Okay, she's not poor like us. She's rich poor, but rich poor is just as good as being poor like us, because remember, her bills are many.
you're right. She better
But it's not-
downsize.
Yes,
Downside.
yeah. She's rich poor, so yeah, but at least, yeah.
Also, because I've been looking at this lately too, Beyonce got in trouble for not putting people who, like, if she uses their content, you know what I'm saying, like their music or their voice or stuff. And because of that, that's also making her broke because she's paying too many people out as well, not just the people that she knows she has to have routinely, but in
She's
perpetuity.
broke because Jay is a bad businessman.
Wow.
When her daddy was running her empire, she had money. When her husband took over the running of her empire, he made bad decisions. Her fashion line took most of her money.
Not House of Dairy
Number
on.
one.
Who is that?
I had a cap from that fashion line, Ivy Park.
Oh, that one.
Do you remember
Yeah.
2015 when I went? Yeah, her fashion line and other bad business deals and ideas, right? Yeah.
That
She's
probably also comes from her mindset being a adolescent. Remember you said?
Yes, yeah, she allowed her husband too much power over her money. I can understand it because I've made that mistake myself, and he just fucked it up. He's not much of a businessman.
The facade. You would never know that either.
Yeah.
I would have never knew that. That's crazy.
Yes, Miss Jada.
Ask the question if these ideas, because you see how she's trying to get these ideas from her roots. First, the fashion line, because her mother is a fashionista, she sews. Then the hair care line, because her mother does hair. So I'm wondering if like people are coming up to her and are like, oh girl, you used to wear this back in the day, and maybe you should do this, maybe you should do a fashion line. Your mother was successful with it, stuff like that. So I'm wondering,
She's
like,
just copying other celebrities, but she's jumping on the train very late.
Pretty much.
Very late. And it's not that she doesn't have the fan base, like you said, she just doesn't know how to market it. She
She
really
needs to
doesn't.
interact more.
Ivy Park was for her rich people.
Yep, you
The
said that too.
problem with Bay is that she does not market to the average hobo like us.
Yep.
She was never poor.
Yeah,
Yep.
she was never poor, and that's the problem. She markets to people with money, and people with money have more choices.
Right.
You know, I mean, why buy a Beyonce when you can buy a Louis Vuitton, right? But I will buy a Beyonce because I can't afford the Louis Vuitton.
I will say this. This is gonna make Beyonce mature a little bit.
Not by
Because
much.
yes, by like 3 years. But because she realizes everything that's going on, she's actually fallen a little bit more out of love with her husband as
A little
well.
bit. I didn't. Well, you're being nice. I didn't feel the love, but me, I see further on. That's
Mhm.
another thing. You know, I see further rather than, right there and then. But I just know I don't know, it was weird. Okay, mommy, Miss
Well,
Terry, I
I
gotta
was just
go.
about to say that.
Yes, Miss Terry, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, do you all have any closing statements from the veil? Anything you want to put out there? Y'all getting
I feel
anything?
like I'm now doing my job. The chosen are supposed to tell people of catastrophic events coming their way so that hopefully the people will do something about it before it hits the ground. This Nazi-like thing has been a serpent around me, circling, and I've been ignoring it because I had better things to do with myself. So I'm highly grateful that I finally done something useful for the world. I'm highly grateful. I'm old. You guys can take over and you can carry on with this story because, frankly speaking, some of you are going to live in that era.
Right? I'm scared.
Yes, you young ones, you're going to live in that era. Some of us were so old, and we did see that the Nazis will ignore Africa, and I'll be aging over there in my sanctuary in Africa. But some of you are going to live through this era. So I hope my last final words are, I hope you all read on it. I hope you all keep an eye on the Nazis. That's my final statement.
All right.
Okay.
Jada, do you have any final words from the veil? Anything you would like to say?
I would like to say that in John chapter 9, verses 4 through 5, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. For when the night cometh, no man can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. That's been my favorite Bible verse lately. And
And what the fuck does it mean?
I'll be the light of the world while I'm in the world. And
Okay.
I will, yes.
Okay.
Good news. Final word.
Take a business class. Learn how business works. Because one day your husband or your coworker or your boss will fuck you over. So learn how business works.
Right.
That's a message straight to my ass. Yes.
Mine.
In the words of T.S. Madison, suck a dick, bitch. Get a job.
Okay.
All right. My last words is thank you, Isabel, for allowing me to guide this reading. Even though I was a little all over the place, I still acted like a civilian. I know.
No, you were very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
You were very good. Thank you, Miss
Thank
Tyree.
you. And thank you, Jada and Gnu. It was nice meeting you guys. Hopefully we can talk again.
I think we will. I think we will. The energy was beautiful.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
so
we'll do this
exciting.
again.
I need
Yeah.
more friends around the world anyway. So hey.
Well, yeah, Jada, your age group, and you come crying to me when your heart is broken. But Jada and Gadu, age group, okay?
Jada, you're 24. Gnu, how old are you?
I'm turning 28.
I'm 28. All right, well.
This is crazy.
No, girl, we know your age, girl. Bye.
Bye, guys.